YouTube is a wonderful place where people can come together and share their ideas and their creations. But amongst all of the good things, you occasionally find a snake in the garden. And the snake in the garden we're going to be talking about today is somebody called KP Draws. Don't get the wrong idea here. I only subscribed to KP Draws for the sake of this video so I could find her content again. Now, before we actually look at her content, let's judge this book by its cover, shall we? God damn, the old description screamed such 12-year-old energy. Do people even read these anymore? Oh, sup. Cringe. My name's KP Draws, but you can refer to me as KP. I'll usually post like monthly at best. So, if you're down for waiting months for a video, then feel free to sub. Have a nice day/night. Well, that was nice of her. Too bad I'm about to tear her to pieces. So, let's take a look at some of her videos. Before we get into her newest ones, let's go with her oldest videos. No. Before we get into her new videos, I think we should look at KP's oldest videos. Oh boy. Ooh boy. Alright, so YouTuber Speedpaint Jane Animations from 3 years ago. Undertale remix, okay. I would like to point out that KP clearly does not understand that creative liberties are a must, and that she shouldn't be afraid to change it up a little bit. Because if you're talented enough to be able to make sure that the character is recognizable, then it shouldn't be an issue. So it looks like her first couple of these are speed paints, and I'm willing to bet they're about the same amount of quality. But sure, let's look at Undertale stuff. I don't really get the 3 layers of line work thing. I think 3 layers of line work is it's too precautious. So I know I just said that creative liberties are allowed, but what's up with the heart necklace? I would say KP's shading needs some work. It's not bold enough. And I will admit, I'm guilty of this too, especially in my younger ages, where I would just blend the shadow into the color so much that it just disappeared, but I feel like KP could benefit from pushing it. What's with the shape of the lighting? I don't get it. Oh yes, an animation. Perfect.
Tom, no. Tom, don't do it. Tom, don't you burn that tree down. Do not burn that tree down.
That's not an animation, that's an animatic, fully colored at best. Oh yes, the relatable content. Let's see.
How could this happen to me?
Ew, cringe. What? I briefly looked over her channel before making this commentary video, and she seems to have made a Merry Christmas speed paint for several years in a row. So I'll just take the final images of all of those and compile them real quick. This next item is an animatic from this one animated series. And, well, this is a Set It Off song, which, edgy 100. We live in a society, am I right?
Walking to the ledge, I find myself looking down, frozen still with fear. Now I'm plunging to the ground. If only I knew how to fly, then I can give it to myself. This isn't my time to die. I created a monster, I held it in my head, nowhere to go. I'm out on my own, oh I'm so scared.
I'm sorry, I had to skip around a bit for the sake of time, but listen, animatics aren't easy to do. As an artist, I understand this. It takes a lot of time and dedication to start and finish a project, even if you're taking the actual animation aspect out of it. So I do need to hand it to KP. Although her drawings do need more work here, this is also something that she did years and years ago. So props to her for being able to stick with it till the end. Listen, For the sake of you guys, my viewers, I was very dedicated in my research to finding out everything I could about KP in order to make this video. So the character seen above, it's a Halloween version of her regular persona, and this character is called MS, which is short for Mad Scientist. And I believe it was 2 years ago that KP made this speed paint because it was October. She already used that song.
I created a monster, a beast inside my brain.
Ahead a bit. KP has a tendency to become really detail oriented, almost to the point where it hinders her ability.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers.
So the last two items I'm going to be showing you is her Curses map part, which is this thing, and then the next one is going to be a speed paint. These are pretty much the only items I believe that I've shown that are from this year, and I do have to admit, KP has drastically improved.
When the war starts in my heart, oh.
That was yeah, it was alright, I guess. In all seriousness, I would point out that the changes in detail here are very rapid, and I get that a map part is short, you don't have a lot of time, but there's a lot of details here that go missed, but I really actually do like this a lot. So the very last item we're going to be looking at on KP's channel today is her Light 'em Up speed paint, which is also of her Halloween persona MS. And this one is 7 minutes long, and her recorded time for it was, I believe it was about 8 hours. Gorgeous.